Be vulnerable, guys. 14 years ago, I never would have imagined I'd be telling you guys this, but part of the reason I stand here today is 14 years clean from heroin and opiates is because of Donald Trump. I've met him 3 times in my life, and the first 2 times, he didn't care about politics and he didn't care about headlines. All he wanted to talk about was me, my past, my addiction, my recovery, my plan, and who I was becoming. And he opened up about his own family and his father and his brother who battled alcoholism. And he told me that is why he has never touched alcohol or cigarettes. And he has also raised his children under that same set of guide rails. That mattered to me because even as far as I've gotten myself, I admit, without those conversations, I don't know if I'd be who I am today. So when I hear people call Donald Trump vile, ugly, or monstrous, I just shake my head because that's not the man I know. That's not the man I know at all. The man I know is caring, compassionate, and goes out of his way to give his time, his voice, and his encouragement to people who are fighting their own battles. He can't help everyone, but when he can, he does. And I've been blessed to witness this firsthand. And now on October 26th, I will celebrate 14 years of recovery, 14 years of waking up and choosing life every single day. And I'll be honest, even after all of this time, I have a family who calls me a junkie. I have a family who doesn't trust me and who doesn't see the changes I've fought so hard to make. And that hurts. That really hurts, but addiction is cruel in so many other ways. The stigma. So many people are afraid to ask for help, afraid of being judged, afraid of being looked down on. And I know this personally because I felt that fear. I've been arrested. I've spent years in prison, and I've faced a world with nothing, no house, no job, no money, no nothing. But I didn't give up. I've kept fighting, and today, I can say I have a life I am proud of. I have 9 years out of prison with no police contact. I have a truck in my name, my dogs, my 2010 Camaro, and the house I purchased in my own name because of my own hard work. And I have a job that I love and that I take pride in. And I've achieved my associate's degree in criminal justice. In October, I will graduate with my bachelor's degree in administration and management. Not for the money, not for a promotion, but for learning, for growth, and for becoming the best version of myself. The last time I met with Donald Trump was just after the election, and he promised me not only would he get me tickets to the inauguration, and he did, but that in a few months, I would be invited to the White House to meet with him in the Oval Office. And I can't tell you guys just how much that meant to me. Not because of who he is, but because of what it represents in my life. A reminder that people do see me, that people do believe in me, and people do care, and people do love me. Most importantly, I have my life, I have my family, and they have me.